Okay, so since everyone is not asking any questions, and since I have already asked you if you have any problems with your previous tasks, so this would as be an assumption that you all were very fine with the assignments, with the tasks I gave you, and you've done it. Okay, you don't have any problems there. You can still ask me any questions if there are any. Okay, so we will move on to our content of today. I hope every one of you has the content named War and Peace Unit 2. It was uploaded. If you have it, if or if you can access it, just go and download it now. So I'm giving you this time to just go and download this particular content. You just go to the link I provided you and you just download War and Peace Unit 2. By the way, uh, it is important for you to know that all the tasks that I have assigned you इन सब चैप्टर्स के अंदर मैं उर्दू में आपको इसलिए बता रहा हूँ ताकि आपको समझ आ जाए ये जितने भी चैप्टर्स हैं जितने मैंने आपको अब तक करवाए हैं इनके अंदर मैं आपको फर्स्ट कंप्रीहेंशन खुद करवाता हूँ उसके बाद का जो कंटेंट होता है वो आपकी असाइनमेंट होती है सो यू हैव टू सॉल्व दोज एज एन असाइनमेंट रिमेंबर दिस एंड सबमिट इट एवरी वीक इट वुड बी ग्रेडेड
सर प्लीज़ आप ज़्यादा कोशिश करें कि हमें उर्दू में बताएं।
वेल I would try, but again, this class is of English. मैं उर्दू में इसीलिए बोल लेता हूँ तो कि आपको समझ आ जाए चीज़ें बट यू आर सपोज टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश चाहे जैसा मर्जी बोलें आई डोंट केयर इवन इफ इट इज़ द वर्स्ट इंग्लिश पॉसिबल बट आई वुड लाइक यू गाइज टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश मैं आपको उर्दू में समझा दिया करूँगा जो चीज़ें मुझे लगेंगी कि इंपॉर्टेंट है सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये इंपॉर्टेंट था मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है इससे पिछले टास्क जो थे वो सब भी और इससे अगले टास्क भी मैं आपको एक कंप्रीहेंशन पैसेज करवा देता होता हूँ उससे रेलिवेंट चीजें बता देता हूँ ऐसे बता देता हूँ रेलिवेंट चीजें ठीक है अभी ग्रामर भी इंक्लूड हो जाएगी बट द थिंग इज कि इसके अलावा जो कंटेंट मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ वो आपकी असाइनमेंट्स हैं इसके अंदर इन्हीं फाइल्स के अंदर जो इसके बाद का कंटेंट होता है वो असाइनमेंट इवन कि ये भी जो मैं आपको करवा देता हूँ इसे भी आपने खुद अपने हाथों से जो लिख के आंसर सॉल्व करके मुझे सबमिट करवाना है वीकली ठीक है सो CR is responsible to communicate this to everyone as well and again CR you are going to be responsible for everyone in this meeting so I'm going to start I hope everyone has downloaded this unit 2 war and peace मैं आपके साथ स्क्रीन के ऊपर शेयर भी कर देता हूं बल्कि so everyone can see I think everyone can see this now unit 2 war and peace no fiction non-fiction sorry origami origami is the very ancient Japanese art of paper folding. It actually began in China but spread to Japan by the 6th century, since when it has become an important part of Japanese culture. Paper butterflies made for weddings to symbolize the bride and groom are just one example of the many traditional origami figures evolved over the centuries. Origamists today experiment with new materials such as film, transparency, and create fantastic creations from the single sheet Shafir, a contemporary American origamist. From the single sheet. Shafir, a contemporary American origamist, has created a model of the Star Trek spaceship Enterprise which takes 72 diagrams, 11 pages of instructions, and a week to make. But all origamists abide by the two essential rules of origami: neither scissors nor glue is to be used. ओके एक वर्ड जो इसके अंदर कॉमनली यूज होगा भी हमारे पास, दैट इज cranes. Cranes are elegant, long-legged, long-necked birds which are found in many parts of the world, particularly in wetlands where they wade. As Japan is a country of islands, cranes are very common and they feature in Japan art and legends. क्रेन एक ऐसा बर्ड है जो लॉन्ग लेग्ड होता है, और आमतौर पे आपने पैटी फील्ड, ये पानी जहां पर होता है जिस फील्ड में या चावल वगैरह जैसे उगते हैं वहां पर ये देखा होगा, व्हाइट कलर का एक काफी टॉल लॉन्ग नेक ये होता है बर्ड, जो कि उन फील्ड्स में ऐसे अवेलेबल होता है, जो इस एरियाज में होता है, ठीक है. Or paper crane is the most commonly used origami. Okay, what is an origami? Origami is basically folding paper to make something, to make objects. Okay, usually animals or shapes or different things. So ये आपने जैसे boats कभी, if you have made boats in your childhood, planes, paper planes, okay, something like that. So you make an origami. ओके यहाँ पर एक ओरिगामी जो पेपर क्रेन बनाने वाला मेथड है वो यहाँ पर आपको शेयर किया गया है. सो यू कैन सी हाउ डू यू मेक अ पेपर क्रेन. इट वुड लुक लाइक दिस एट द एंड, समथिंग लाइक दिस. ओरिगामी का रूल ये है कि इसके अंदर आप ना ग्लू यूज कर सकते हैं ना सिजर्स. यू हैव टू डू इट विद पेपर अलोन. मूविंग फॉरवर्ड टू द पैसेज. द पेपर क्रेन्स ऑफ पीस. There is a Japanese legend which says that whoever folds 1,000 origami cranes will live as a long life. This legend took on a new and poignant significance in 1955 with the death of a 12-year-old girl in Japan, Sadako Sasaki, who was born in 1943. Towards the end of World War II in 1945, the United States of America decided to use an entirely new, untested weapon to force Japan to surrender. On 6th August 1945, a B 29 bomber dropped the world's first atomic bomb on Hiroshima, a city which had until then experienced very little conventional bombing. The atomic bomb The atomic bomb exploded at 8:15 a.m., 580 meters above the city center. Tens of thousands of people were killed instantly, but the blast and the death toll rose to between 1,80,000, that is usually 180 million, 180,000 and 200,000, 2 lakh, over the following years as the terrible after effects of the atomic bomb claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. Just one of these victims was Sadako Sasaki. She was a healthy, athletic, and lively child until one day when she was. Please turn off your mics. Just one of these victims was Sadako Sasaki. She was a healthy, athletic, and lively child until one day when she was practicing for a big race. She was overcome by dizziness and collapsed. She was found to be suffering from leukemia, cancer of the blood, a direct result of contamination by the atomic bomb when she was just 2 years old. Nowadays, many kids kinds of childhood leukemia are curable. But in Japan in the 1950s, it was called the atom bomb disease and known to be fatal. CR, you are going to be responsible for anyone who tries to write at my screen. I'm gonna hold you responsible for it. Who is Muhammad? If anyone tries to write at my screen, I'm gonna kick them out. Remember this. I hope I'm loud and clear. Indiscipline will not be tolerated. This is for all of you. Moving on.
Yes, sir.
Sadako was an extremely courageous little fighter. More than anything else, she wanted to recover and run races once again. Her best friend told her about the legend which said that anyone who folded 1,000 paper cranes would be granted a wish, and Sadako's wish would be to live a long life. She believed that every crane she folded represented a wish, and so she used every scrap of paper which could be found for her to fold her cranes. Even as her friends alongside her in the hospital died, she kept on folding. But her wish changed. Now she wished that this kind of atrocity should never happen again. There should be no more bombs or wars. Her wish was for peace, so that neither children nor adults should ever suffer and die like this again. Sadako managed to fold 644 cranes before she could fold one more, no more. She died on 25th of October 1955. Her classmates and family folded the remaining 356 cranes to bury with her. But her tremendous courage and hope had been an inspiration to all who came to know of her paper folding. Her friends were determined that she should be remembered and her wish be fulfilled. Young people from all over Japan contributed money for the project, which would ensure that Sadako would never be forgotten. In 1958, a statue of Sadako holding a golden crane was unveiled in Hiroshima Peace Park. The wish of the children who worked for the project is inscribed at the bottom of the statue. It reads, "This is our cry. This is our prayer. Peace in the world." Today, the origami cranes have become a symbol of the wish for peace. People from all over Japan and the world fold paper cranes and spend them and send them to Sadako's monument in Hiroshima. Across the road from Sadako's peace monument is the flame of peace. It will be extinguished only when all nuclear weapons have been eliminated from the earth. Today it is still burning. I hope सबको समझ आ गई होगी. कि इस पैसेज के अंदर क्या बात हुई है. This is the Sadako's peace monument. What is origami and what are its essential rules? Anyone? Very easy.
Sir, origami is a Japanese art, and its essential rules are you can't use scissor or glue.
Right. Anyone else who would like to add to this? Well, origami is an ancient Japanese art of paper folding. सिर्फ ये एक जो चीज थी इन्होंने मिस कर दी है. Moving forward, what did the Japanese legend have to say about folding origami cranes? Anyone?
Sir, he said, whoever fold 1,000 origami cranes, he will have a long life.
Yes, true. It was like that whoever folds 1,000 cranes, they can wish for something. उनकी एक wish जो है वो accept होगी. So again, that wish could be anything. It could be about a long life.
Okay, sir.
Moving forward, again, read the passage carefully while answering. अब आप ये तो कह रहे हैं ना कि ऐसे है. ये मैं अब आपको टिप्स दे रहा हूँ on how to answer. ये मैं पहले भी एक बार दे चुका हूँ क्लास में, if you remember. इसका एविडेंस जाकर पैसेज में से ढूंढ के लाएं कि कहा ये गया, इससे पता ये चला कि इस तरह होता है. जैसे कि ब्रेड विनर की मैंने पूरी एक्सरसाइज आपके लिए अपलोड की हुई है, उसको एक बार दोबारा सुने. हाउ डू यू आंसर अ क्वेश्चन. ठीक है कि दिस इज व्हाट आई थिंक बिकॉज टेक्स्ट में ये लिखा हुआ है. सो रेफरेंस टू द टेक्स्ट आपने देनी है. अभी मैं एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा, बट यू विल डू दिस इन योर आंसर्स, इन योर रिटर्न आंसर्स. What
चलो
happened in Hiroshima in Japan in 1945? Anyone?
सर
Nobody knows the
वहाँ
answer? It's a known fact. हमने भी डिस्कस भी किया है कई बार इसी पैसेज में. What happened in Hiroshima in 1945?
Sir, States of America dropped a B-29 atomic bomb, which was entirely new for the whole world.
Okay, most of your answer is correct, but the United States of America dropped the first atomic bomb using a B-29 bomber. B-29 bomber एक plane है. Okay, so उस plane से वो bomb drop किया गया था. I think it was called Little Boy या Fat Man. इनमें से कोई एक, I think Little Boy था. एनोला गे प्लेन को नेम दिया गया था. और ये फर्स्ट न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब था जो कभी किसी कंट्री के ऊपर गिराया गया था ऑन अ सिविलियन पॉपुलेशन. इससे पहले सिर्फ टेस्ट हुए थे, कभी भी ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन के ऊपर न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब्स यूज नहीं हुए थे. मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, what were the immediate and long term consequences of this event? Anyone?
So many people were disabled by the atomic bomb which were dropped in the Hiroshima, and the long term still there are present.
Okay, you can say that. Obviously, we just have a very little time left, so I would like to wind it up as quickly as possible. The immediate aftermath, tens of thousands of people died. The population, most of
Yes,
the
sir.
population of Hiroshima, they just vaporized instantly due to the heat, and a lot of the other people and the houses they burned down. Although ये text में नहीं है, लेकिन if you know this, you can write it. And
Yes, sir.
a lot of people suffered from acute radioactive sickness. This is the fallout, the radioactive fallout that causes people to go sick. Okay, so that was also,
Yes.
and in the long term what happened was that somewhere around
Still, there are
180,000 to
abnormalities.
200,000 people died. So this is what happened in the, this was the consequence in the long term. And again, we'll have to go to the text if there is any other information. Why did Sadaka develop leukemia? Please answer quickly.
Uh, Sir, because she was exposed to radioactive waves caused by atomic bomb.
True. So Sudhaka developed leukemia like many other people at the time because of the radioactive fallout from the nuclear bomb that had exploded. And the text gives this information that it was called the atom bomb disease because it was due to the atom bomb that this disease was present in several people at the time. How did Sadako's wish change as she folded her cranes in hospital? Well, I would answer this for you. Her wish changed from her wish to live a long life to that this sort of a war should not ever happen again, and there should be peace in the world forever. Okay, based because she was watching her friends die next to her in the different beds around her. Her friends and other people were dying, so she just changed her wish. How have her friends from all over Japan and the world helped to keep her story and her wish alive? So the answer would be they created this monument, they contributed to create this monument and the inscription on the monument. And now people send letters to the monument with paper cranes for Sadako's wish. Okay, so time's about to run out. This meeting will end soon. So this is it for today.